Avas Angels is a charity looking after those who've got kids in various hospitals, most notably the Birmingham Children's Hospital, so making sure the families have all that they need in a difficult time for them. To tell us more, I'm joined now by Phil Akers. Hello, sir.
Morning, Jason. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, good, thank you.
Give us a bit of background on the charity itself, because this stems from not only the difficult circumstances your family found yourself in, but unfortunately personal tragedy too.
Yeah, exactly. So it was actually 3 years ago. Unfortunately, our daughter fell ill very, very unexpectedly. I mean, she was perfectly healthy and well. And as such, she was admitted to intensive care and high dependency unit. So my wife and I spent 4 months with Ava, unfortunately, before she sadly passed away. And then 2 years ago, I established Avas Angels in memory of Ava. Really, enthused by how she was as a beautiful daughter, but also seeing firsthand and experiencing firsthand some of the challenges that parents face in intensive care and high dependency unit settings. So, established charity, and as a result, we directly support those families. And the idea with Avas Angels is if we can support the parents and alleviate a bit of pressure, then obviously they're in a better position to support and care for their child who's also typically critically ill in intensive care.
Yeah, and obviously a difficult time for the whole family during all of this. And with the work that they do at the likes of Birmingham Children's Hospital, fantastic that they're able to help so many people. And you know that every kid that's in there is getting the best care possible. Unfortunately, as is the case with your family, not everyone can have the outcome that you're looking for, but certainly keeping the families secure, safe, and on top of the situation during terribly difficult times, it's vitally important, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. And just a bit about in terms of how we support them, those families. So we, when you have been, sort of parachuted into an emergency situation, you find yourself in intensive care. Quite often, you're in that situation. It's not something you plan for. You could be going about your daily life, and all of a sudden, next thing you know, you're in intensive care with a very sick child. So typically, parents don't have resources to hand, and obviously, and quite often they're with the siblings, not the children. So what we do is we provide refreshments, snacks, and toiletries. So emergency refreshments, snacks, and toiletries to parents who are sort of being dropped into that situation. And the reason it's important is because, if you're sat by a child who's very poorly, even going to the kitchen, to make a cup of coffee can just seem too demanding. You don't often want to leave the bedside. So, if as a charity, we can help by bringing food and fresh food and drink to the parents. It just keeps them refreshed. It gives them a little conversation, a bit of normality. But it also means they can continue caring for the child. They don't have to step away if they don't want to. Equally, there is a family room, a kitchen, besides intensive care at Birmingham Children's Hospital, which is the main hospital we support. And we stock the cupboards full of refreshments, so single-use items. So things like, pot noodles, mug shots, pasta, rice, cereal bars, high energy drinks, just really to keep the families and friends going when they're in there looking for and supporting after their children. And quite often, as I said, families have other children, and we don't forget those. So quite often in the family room you'll see siblings. So we create sibling packs, which are entertainment packs, bags filled with comics, toys, crayons, pencils, just things to keep them entertained and to let them know that they are also in our thoughts as well. So that helps families too.
Absolutely, and when there is one of the kids ill in the family, and obviously it's a really serious condition, sometimes the rest of the siblings can feel left out, and although they may not understand the situation, they don't know how to react, and it's just somebody else being there to say, we know you're there, we know you exist, we know that you'll be worried about your brother or sister too. So it's helping to keep them occupied and making sure that the whole family are in everybody's thoughts. And parents are going to have to make difficult, sometimes life-changing decisions, and they need to be in the best state to do that. And that's where the sort of personal care packs that you're providing here can make a difference.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I couldn't agree more. And like I say, it's really from first-hand experience. We were fortunate in many respects that we had, close family members and friends who would bring us fresh food and drink, and they'd go to the cafe and buy us, fresh coffee, and we were fortunate. But because the Birmingham Children's Hospital is such a, well, it takes international and national patients. I think it's Europe's largest open plan intensive care department for paediatrics. So quite often you've got families, who are in the Birmingham area, living in family accommodation above intensive care with no family members around them, simply because they could be, like I say, from abroad, or they could be, from Scotland or somewhere else. So having someone to come and support them is a really key asset, that we deliver to them. So yeah, it's vital. And I think what I would say as well is, because we're conscious that you have to have single-use items, it's got to be convenient, it's got to be fast but healthy food. Often microwavable or add water, that kind of thing. What we sometimes get as well is, because we're also food donation partners with Sainsbury's in Purton, Wolverhampton, and we often get food items that really lend themselves more for families who are in static accommodation near the hospital. So Ronald McDonald, Birmingham, we partner with those guys, and we also provide bags of shopping for families staying there, because if you're in Ronald McDonald, the chances are you obviously got a child that's either in high dependency unit or intensive care. So we provide food items that they can cook, that aren't suitable for a family kitchen room near intensive care, but families that reside there, they've got a bit more time perhaps, they can cook meals or pastas, spaghetti bolognese, those kind of things. We provide and look after those families too.
Well, obviously doing this in the name of Ava, and keeping obviously her memory alive, but also helping all those families who really need it. It's the most difficult times in their lives. So people wish to support you, they can financially or with food, by the sounds of things too. And of course they can see all the events that are going to raise funds for Avas Angels online. Where do we go to check out all the details?
Yeah, thank you. So firstly, our website, so www.avas-angels.com. You can there, from the homepage, you can link through to Just Giving. You can make a direct donation, or you can go on the Just Giving website, which is justgiving.com/Avas Angels. Or if you prefer, just for convenience, you can also text all ALL4 number 4 Ava AVA all for Ava to 700-85 to donate £10, or all for Ava 20 to 700-85 to donate £20, and it will cost the donation plus a standard rate text message as well. So yeah, all the information is really on our website, but also we're across all the social media platforms, so Twitter, Facebook and Instagram.
Well, Avas Angels are there providing the assistance needed by families when their kids are in hospital. Phil Akers, thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much. Thanks, Jason, and thank you everyone for your support. Thank you. Bye.